Okay, let's begin our tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get your files, all the things that will get you set to create your first website, and how to get everything by yourself. You don't need to pay for anything. It's all free. So let's dive in. You go to your browser and you type XAMPP. Type XAMPP and you click the first link that appears on your screen. So you click the first link that appears on your screen, and then you click you can see we have downloads. We have the for XAMPP for Windows, for Linux, and for OS, which is Apple, and this is for Ubuntu, and this is for Windows or any Windows laptops. Okay, I'm using a Windows laptop, so I'm going to download the one for Windows laptop. I've already downloaded this file, so I'm not going to download it all over again. Okay, and I'm going to put the link in the description of this video, so you don't need to worry about anything. Then you open another tab, and you type WordPress. So since we're going to be creating this website with our website with WordPress, we need to download WordPress. So you click the first link. Click the first link, then you download WordPress. But I'm not going to download it again because I've already downloaded the files and they are already in my folder. Let me minimize this and let me show you the files. These are the files we're going to be using. Okay, let me delete this. I've already extracted this before, but let me start extracting it. Let's start everything all over again. So let's install our XAMPP. To install XAMPP, you double click on the desktop application to install it. I've already installed it. I will not be installing it again. I'm just going to show you the first thing it's going to show you. So this is the face you are going to see, but I've already installed mine, so I'm not going to be installing it again. Just click next till you finish installing the application. So I'm going to cancel it. I'm not going to install it again. Do you want to cancel the process? I click yes. Okay, so I'm going to close it, and what we are going to do again is after installation, what you will see there, what you will see is the XAMPP control panel, which is this one here. So the application with the XAMPP control panel will pop up. But before the XAMPP application should pop up, let's extract our WordPress. You right click on your WordPress, then you click extract here. You extract the WordPress. So the WordPress file is installing. Okay, our XAMPP control panel, after installation, this is where you will get. Then the two things we are going to be needing here is we have three things on the we have five things in our control panel, but the two things we are going to be needing for this tutorial is the Apache and the SQL. The Apache serves as the Ethernet, while the SQL is the database where all our files, all our posts is going to be saving to. So let's start the Apache. So our WordPress have extracted, and this is it on the screen. This is it in the folder. This is it here. So let's minimize it. Let's start the Apache and the SQL. Then we don't really have any use for this anymore since since both have started. Let's minimize it. So let's go back to our folder. Let's go back to our folder where we have the WordPress. We copy this WordPress. So let's copy this, or let's just cut it. Let's cut our WordPress. Let's minimize and let's close this folder. And you go to your C drive. After installing your XAMPP, a folder is going to save in your C drive. A folder is going to save into your C drive. Then you go to local disk. Then you click XAMPP. Then you go to all these files. We don't really need all these things for now. The only thing we need is the htdocs. So you go to the htdocs and paste the WordPress folder. And paste the WordPress folder here. After pasting the WordPress folder, you rename it to the site, to the name of the site we are going to be creating. So we are going to be creating a blog. So let's just give it the folder name. Let's call it blog. Let's rename it and call it blog. Okay, so our folder is saved. Then let's go to our browser. That is where all the work we are going to be doing is going to be. So let's go to our browser and type since we have started our Apache and the MySQL, let's open our browser and click localhost /phpMyAdmin. So this one will take you to the MySQL database where you are going to create the database for your application. So let's click enter. So it will load, and that is where we are going to create our database. So while we're waiting for it to load, we don't really have much to do, but let me explain more further about creating a database. When we're creating our database, we have to make sure the database name is same name as the WordPress folder we have created. So let's create a new database. You can see on the screen, we come to this place, we come to new. So let's create a database, a new database here. We click new, and we are going to give this database name blog, because that same name we used to we edit our WordPress folder to. Let's create blog. So we don't need this anymore, we can close it, but let's leave it. Let's open a new folder and type localhost /blog. The reason why we are using localhost is because we are using a server on our system, which is the XAMPP, the Apache, and the SQL. The SQL is the database, while the Apache server is the local internet. That's the reason why we are using localhost instead of www. So when we press localhost /blog, it's going to load our web page for us, and we're going to install WordPress. Note, there are several ways of which we can install WordPress. For instance, we have a hosting and domain name. Domain name is the name, this identity of your website, like just like www.nigerialoaded.com, schoolgist.com, and so on and so forth. While the hosting is the online server, that hosts. That's when we are hosting our website, we are putting all our resources into the internet. It's no longer in our computer, that it can be accessed by everybody on the internet. You can see our WordPress folder are set up. We're going to be using English language. So let's scroll down and click continue. You can select any language of your choice. You click let's go. So the database name, our database name is blog. So in this folder, in this place, we are going to be putting blog. While the username, we make it to root. That is the default username for this place, and we are going to make it we're not going to put any password. We leave everything. The only thing we are going to be touching here is the name of our database, and our username should be root. So we run installation. So we are going to be putting our site name in this place. This is where it's become interesting. We are going to be putting our site name. I want my own to be hit loaded. Since we are going to be creating a blog, loaded.com. Just put hit loaded. I said stay connected. No, our username is going to be let's see, our blog. Let me put my name, amazing. That's our username. Why our password our password, let's just make it simple. I want to make it simple. Let's just say amazing amazingly. Okay, let's say amazingly. And the password is very weak. What you can do is add maybe number 123, you put at and hash, so it's become medium. So it's okay like this, we can manage this like this. Then let me just put my email, so that if I forget my password, I'll be able to reset an email. And one thing you should take note of is this search engine visibility. If you can say discourage search engine from indexing this site. For instance, if you are creating your website and you check this particular place, Google will not be able to, any search engine will not be able to crawl your website. Anything that has to do with your website will not appear on this on a search engine. So but we want our site to be available on search engines, so that when anybody search any keyword that has our website, anything on our website, it will pop up on a search engine. Then you click install. Okay, we have successfully create our um, we have successfully create our admin dashboard. As you can see on our URL, we have a local slash blog slash wp admin. That is our, we are now an admin. Let's log in to our dashboard. Let's log into our dashboard with our username amazing, and our password is, our username is amazing, and our password is amazingly 123. I think these are password. If you remember me, if you want your password, if you want your browser, you don't want to be logging in multiple times, it will just save it for you, so that you can just click save whenever you come around. Anyway, this is the latest version of WordPress, so it's a little bit as a beginner, then I'm using the older version, but according to this tutorial, I'm using the recent version of WordPress, which is WordPress 6.8.1. And this is our admin dashboard. This is where we are going to be managing all our content, all the digital content on our web page. In the next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can how to edit all these ones to our feed. We are going to be installing a new theme, and we're going to be installing our plugins that we'll be using to develop our blog. So this is our dashboard, but now let's visit our site. You can see, if you visit our site, it will look a little bit odd. You can see this is the site name, which is hitloaded.com, a sample page, a blog, and an hello world, a default text, and a footer. And this is the name of the theme we are going to be using. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate everyone for you staying with me to the end of this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll take my time to review all your questions, and when we're starting the next tutorial, I'm going to take note of your questions, and I'm going to answer them in the next class. Thank you very much.